Hey guys, Benny here, welcome back to the rack. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy Easter to those that are celebrating it. It's Saturday, so Good Friday was yesterday. We've just got a couple of things to do in and around today. We're going to take some of my Luminatus out of here, move them over onto this side, and then what's left here, I'm going to put them into here once what's in there comes down into here. So what I worked out was that I had way too many males in this colony, so I've split them, put most of the females over there with just a couple of the boys, and these guys are going to get a new semi-permanent home for now until I work out what I'm going to do with them. Quick update on the pygmy cories. They have gone bananas and had babies like nobody's business. I ended up with a colony of 6 and I now have over 20 of them in here. So I've not been able to pull them from the walls, I've not seen any eggs anywhere. I'm guessing that they're laying them and they're hatching inside that mop. And then of a night time, I come out and I see little guys everywhere. They're super cute and super darty. So the plan today is I picked up some Pseudomugil mellis or some honey blue eyes last weekend. So these guys have just been sat in here in quarantine for the last week. So what's going to happen with these is they're going to come down into where the pygmies are. I'm going to take the remaining male Luminatus and pop them into here for now, just to give me a little bit of space. Then my plan is, once this tank's empty, the 5 Werneri Threadfin colony that I've neglected and left sitting in a all-in-one tub for a couple of months, that has produced me all of those, plus all of those. They're finally going to get a home in here. I'm going to pull out some of these roots and just give them a much better space to live in. So once that's done, we'll be a little bit happier on the rack, I think. Then the plan is for all of those fry, or at least one lot of them, is to come down into here just to grow out a little bit. So not a huge amount of work to get through today, which is nice. Might get myself a beer and a swim a little bit later, I think. But for now, let's crack on and move some of this stuff around. Don't mind the old barrel bubbler down there. I run a still as well, so all of this is going to turn into school holiday goodness for Dad. So job almost half done. There's the 5 of them in there. Now, I don't know how you guys catch and move inside your own systems when they're not linked, so they're separate water bodies, but this is how I do it. Just a breeder box with an airline into it. As you can see, I'm running a second one, which is where the Threadfins are going to go. But these guys will just drip, 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 as you can see, for a couple of hours, and then I'll throw them in there later on this afternoon, which I'll show you. Now it's time to pull this apart a little bit and grab what's left of the boys in here and move them on over into that middle top tank. Alright, so the Lumies are over. The beautiful threads, look at that really nice male at the back there. With awesome black threads. Threadies are in, and the honeys are also getting some water. It's now just about to start dripping over, so their intake is almost at the point where it'll spill. And then once that's done, we're pretty much right for the rest of the day now. So we'll come back in a couple of hours and give you an update. And I might even have a chat with you about what's in there too. Righto, so it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So these guys have been running on some water drippage for maybe 5 hours, something like that, 4-5 hours. So it's now time to plop them in. As you can see, I've upgraded the drip drip to a trickle trickle on both. So let's get them in. Just decided to take a little bit of time out to hand feed some of the natives. Now Mum and Dad have turned up. So we usually have 2 baby magpies, about 10 of these carawongs. Stupid grey grain that gets into the fish tub pond, and all of these little noisy bastards. Alrighty, back to the task at hand. So the Threadfins are all now in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Luminatus have moved over. As you can see, there is a heap of fry that the old colony have obviously laid eggs up in through all of those roots at some point, and they've all hatched. So I've moved them all from there over into here. The honey blue eyes have all settled in with the pygmies, so hopefully over the course of the next few days everybody settles in and becomes friends. But since I put them in, the honeys have basically stayed in that back corner, in behind that sponge and next to that one. But I'm sure over the course of the next few hours or so that'll change. And then these are the final stage grow outs of some Evans Heads ornate rads, some small orange Venezuelan cories, and then this is a little bit bigger orange vens and some CPDs. Okay, so I thought I was going stupid and forgot how to count. I put 9 in here, I recounted and I came up with 7. And then I recounted and I came up with 7. And 4 more times I recounted and I came up with 7. Somehow, from there, one has ended up in here. And the other one, at the back there, the little bastard has ended up in there. Dickheads. Alright, so it's now Monday. So about 48 hours after the move-in, the Threadfins are loving it. They're spending a heap of time in and around down and behind there. So I'm guessing I might not even need to put a mop in. The Luminatus are doing really, really well. And down here, the honey blue eyes have really started to colour up nice. That one at the back there seems to be the dominant male, because he's running everybody out of his territory, which is pretty cool. I just did a real quick water change on these grow outs and also on these ones too, just to help with some water quality. There's the leftover 9, and I did count again, 9 Luminatus males, and then These are the older batch of threadfin fry from about a month ago. And then this guy here is, as I said, a little bit of home distillation stuff. So this is just a tomato paste wash that needs to go through my still over the next couple of days, and from there it will be turned into some gin. So let me know in the comments if you want to hear a little bit more about this and the process that I go through for that to get me out some nice fine drinkables, because it is legal to distill your own alcohol here in Queensland. So as long as it's for personal consumption and you're not off selling it and all of that sort of stuff, it's totally legal, which I'm 1000% on board for. Rock on, guys. Well, it's been a little bit of a longer one this time around, so thanks for hanging out. As always, hit that like, subscribe, leave us a comment down, let me know what you reckon, and we'll roll around in a couple more weeks and see how we're going. Cheers, peeps. Hope you've had a great Easter.